There have been a lot of books over the last few years that try to put various people in the group of founding fathers. I don't think anybody ever doubted that Benjamin Rush was one of the founding fathers. Benjamin Rush, in many ways, was the only really important founding father who had not been taken seriously in history, simply because people said, well, his medical solutions of the day didn't work out, as if any other doctor's medical solutions of the day worked out. But as a politician, as a writer, as a philosopher, as somebody who laid out an agenda for public health, for public education, there's absolutely no question that Rush was one of the founders, and the founders themselves believed that. I mean, Adams specifically said that he thought that Rush had actually contributed more to the revolution than Franklin had. I don't know that Rush would have said that. Rush worshipped Franklin, but he certainly wanted to be the next Benjamin. And I think he really was. I mean, Benjamin Franklin died in 1790, and he was ill for the last couple of years of his life, and the things that he did during that time, Rush helped him with. Franklin only signed the Constitution because Rush insisted that he be added to the Pennsylvania delegation. They weren't going to include him because of his illness. I think that Rush is so intertwined with the other founders because he was like the founder who knew too much. For example, Rush was the one that made Jefferson and Adams get back together after they hadn't spoken for 10 years. He wrote letters back and forth to them, begging them to talk. At one point, Rush's wife said of the letters back and forth between Adams and Rush that they seemed more like girls writing about their sweethearts than founding fathers writing about the history of America. He described them as the North and the South poles of the American Revolution. And he said, if you two can't get back together, what does that say about the future of political divisiveness in America? If we cannot have a conversation about America where both sides admit that America is more important than your political differences. So you can, and we can read now all the letters back and forth, even to the point where Adams and Jefferson finally say, okay, we did it, thank you. But what's interesting is the minute Rush dies, Jefferson says, I want those letters back. Because he doesn't want people to know that they hadn't spoken for all that time. That's embarrassing. So when Adams and Jefferson died on the same day, on the 50th anniversary of the approval of the Declaration of Independence, no one knew that they hadn't spoken for all those years and that Rush had brought them back together. But Rush was the keeper of so many of those personal stories. The book is Rush, Revolution, Madness, and the Visionary Doctor Who Became a Founding Father. I'm Stephen Fried. Thanks for watching.